Hi, and thank you for watching this video. This is a video presentation of Agile Content's brand new product for live broadcast TV productions. This is a solution and a product that includes all the features you would expect from a production solution, including mixing of videos and also managing and mixing audio. It also comes with some digital video effects such as picture-in-picture, and obviously also some graphics solutions, so we can insert HTML graphics into the video. My name is Johan Bolin. I'm heading up the media and broadcast segment in Agile Content, and today I'm going to talk about Agile Live. So, Agile Live is an all software and cloud-based solution for producing broadcast-grade live TV productions. It's a solution that supports all kinds of cameras, so you can mix professional broadcast cameras with consumer or prosumer grade cameras, including mobile phones. And it also comes with a unique proxy workflow solution enabling distributed production across the internet. So you can do remote productions using standard internet from wherever you are. Why is this a good thing? This is a good thing because it lowers cost. It lowers cost of technology, it lowers cost of operations because it can work in a smarter way, and it also lowers cost because it can utilize shared infrastructure. So it's difficult to calculate exactly how much, but we believe that you easily save 70% of your cost by using this solution. It also increases speed. This is a software-based solution that you orchestrate in the cloud, so you can set up a new production in a matter of seconds rather than days. And speed is money, so that's also a way to save cost and to be able to create more relevant content because you can be there when it happens. It also improves flexibility. As I said, this is an orchestrated software solution, so you can integrate this with various other software solutions and the concepts you find on the internet in a way that you couldn't do with traditional broadcast solutions. And as I mentioned, it enables remote productions by having a proxy workflow that you can push streams across the internet and use those streams for your production personnel, and they can be located wherever they are. So you always have the best talent on the job, and you don't need to fly people from one city to another or to different remote venues. Last but not least, this is also a way to tap into the innovation on the internet. Since this is an internet-based solution using technologies and concepts on the internet, it's also very friendly if you want to integrate it with other concepts on the internet. So if you want to do formats that is a fusion of gaming and TV, that's much easier to do when you're using the same technology stack as the game industry uses. Actually, one final point. This also reduces the environmental footprint drastically. It does so with most often more than 90% based on actual measurements we have done, and this is a mix of energy savings by using fewer pieces of hardware, but if you also include the logistical benefits of not having to move personnel and equipment, the figure goes up even beyond that. So obviously we think this is a very revolutionary solution, and let's just be clear what this is and what it is not. So this is not taking a traditional broadcast stack and just lifting it up to the cloud and trying to conserve all the workflow and all the concepts of traditional broadcast. This is a re-engineering of the broadcast stack, where we have looked into what can we use on internet and in the cloud, and how would we build a broadcast stack if we would build it today. One of the more important benefits of doing this is that all the innovation that happens on various levels across internet and also across just silicon is innovations that we benefit immediately. So I guess you're all familiar with Moore's law, and a little bit simplified, one could say that the shorter the distance is in time and money between what you do and Moore's law, the better, because the sooner you will be able to leverage the advantages or the advancements that Moore's law provide. This means that this solution automatically gets better every day thanks to the improvements of broadband, thanks to fiber and 5G. It gets better every day thanks to the new releases from NVIDIA and Intel, providing new CPUs and GPUs. And it gets better every day thanks to the improvements that the major cloud platforms are providing, with new solutions to orchestrate more reliable and lower latencies in the clouds. So this kind of model of building a broadcast production stack automatically gives you access to the innovation that happens in the lower layers. There's another very interesting benefit of this solution, and this solution comes with a concept for managing time and synchronizing different video flows. And that means that you can do something that we haven't really been able to do in broadcast so far. So in traditional broadcast, all the production happens as if it was real time, meaning that all the commands and so on you do that within the real time flow. Now, if you introduce time as a currency, and you have, all of us have seen this triangle where you have time, quality, and cost as different corners in the triangle. And most often it says on some sign that you can pick any two, but you cannot pick three. So traditionally in broadcast, the only way, since we thought that this was a real-time process, the only way to improve quality was by throwing more money at the problem. Now, if you introduce the concept of buying quality with time, you can actually trade and get higher quality without having to add any additional money on it, and instead you add some time. This is something that we have done in distribution for many, many years by using buffering and so on, but it's a concept that has not really been used in the production side. With our solution, this is possible, and you can trade time with quality. So, let me give you a little bit more explanation of the Agile Live platform, how it looks. And think about Agile Live as, for the broadcast industry, what the 3D engines are for the gaming industry. So it's something that is used as a cornerstone when building solutions, and you can customize the solutions to fit the formats and the kind of programs you are producing. And at one end, you obviously have cameras, and this is a mix of cameras, most typically maybe broadcast cameras or a PT-set camera, but it could also be drones or mobile phones. You hook these cameras up to a capture application. This capture application runs in a server that we sometimes call the ingest server, but essentially it captures the video streams and re-encodes those video streams into a encoded format and puts this in a protocol that we call EFP. This is an open source protocol we developed that replaces transport streams, and the reason for that is because transport streams is not suitable at all for IP or even less internet. So the acquisition server fetches this video streams, encodes it, and puts it into EFP. This is then transported over the internet up to a cloud. And one more thing that the acquisition server do is, if you want to do this with proxy editing, you actually create a second version of the same video. And this second version runs with lower latency and also at lower quality. And this is so that you can have something that is near real time for the ones doing the actual production, but at the same time have a feed that is going up to the cloud designed for distribution that has higher quality. In the cloud, then there are two production pipelines that includes the decoding of the EFP protocol and the video encoding, puts the pixels in a GPU, or could also be in the CPU, but best is if you put this in the GPU. It also manages the synchronization of all the different streams, so that you know that the pixels that comes from the different cameras are all lined up according to the synchronization needs you have. And then you have the mixing and switching application. There's an audio mixing application, and there's a graphics application, all running in the cloud and on the GPUs without moving the pixels or the audio out of the GPU. And the reason why we do this is because if you do all of this within the GPU, you save a lot of energy and you save a lot of hardware, and you also will be able to do a lot of things that is very difficult to do if you need to move the pixels in and out all the time. I will come to that in a bit. So this then goes out for playout, and in playout we create distribution feeds, which could be either a transport stream if you have a legacy distribution system. It can be a SDI if you want to have an SDI based playout solution, or it can be pre-segmented, so it's designed for streaming immediately. And one of the things you can do when doing this in the GPU that is rather unique here is that you can adapt these, you can create multiple different playout feeds that are designed and purposed for different kind of distributions. So if you are distributing your channels, let's say across a variety of platforms, including some social networks, and those social networks, maybe the viewers on those social networks expects the video to be curated in a slightly different fashion than a traditional broadcast feed. It might be that on Twitch you might want to have a multi-camera curation, so you can consume the content on multiple screens. It might be that on TikTok you want to have a curation that is a little bit more zoomed in and gives the feeling of a handheld camera, even though it's actually filmed by a robot camera in a studio. And then there is one final layer that is very important. That is the management layer that orchestrates all of this. So once you have created a template, if you will, for your production, the orchestration solution, the management solution, can spin up this kind of productions in a matter of seconds, meaning that it associates the relevant acquisition servers with the right production, and it sets up the production applications and configures the quality parameters you want to have on this particular production automatically, according to a template that is created. So this obviously saves a whole lot of time and also makes it possible to automate much of the work that used to be very manual. Now, this is a solution that we have been awarded several prizes for, which we are very proud of. One being the runner-up award on the 2022 EBU Innovation Award. And just recently, we won the TVB Europe Best of Show Award at IBC. So thank you very much for listening, and happy to tell you more. Thank you.